Leader, third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, in February, BC's economy received a huge boost with the news that our digital supercluster won over $150 million in federal funding. The supercluster offers an opportunity to bring together the private sector, our post-secondary institutions, and government to solve problems and accelerate innovation in key sectors in our province, like healthcare, forestry, and manufacturing. This will help BC be more competitive as we respond to changing global trends. The supercluster will generate more than $5 billion in GDP growth and tens of thousands of jobs over the next 10 years. It already has hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding and private sector commitments, with over 300 partners. For the province to be able to participate in this groundbreaking initiative, all we need to do is contribute $1.5 million per year for 5 years. My question, Honourable Speaker, through you to the Minister of Jobs, Trade and Technology is this. Will this government seize the opportunity before them and make at least the minimal contribution required and take a seat at the table of the digital supercluster?
Minister of Jobs, Trades and Technology.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I share the Leader of the Third Party's enthusiasm for the supercluster proposal. The federal government took the initiative by creating a fund and having a nationwide competition. British Columbia put together a consortium of, as the member has mentioned, over 300 companies, institutions, nonprofits, startup companies led by some of the biggest companies in the province, and was successful. It has huge potential to create jobs, economic activity, and research here in the province. Just this week, the supercluster group appointed Sue Page, who will be known to many people here as the CEO of the supercluster. The structure, the governance model is all being worked out. She just was hired earlier this week, and once that structure is in place, we will certainly consider provincial options to support this exciting initiative.
Leader, third party on a supplemental.
Well, thank you, Honourable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the digital supercluster provides a generational opportunity for this government. Familiar words, actually. Government can bring the biggest issues BC faces to the table, harnessing the ingenuity of our private sector and our exceptional post-secondary institutions to find innovative solutions to our most complex and difficult problems in areas like, for example, healthcare, where precision health can enable more effective and targeted treatment for patients, or in areas like our natural resources and manufacturing sectors, where partnerships with increasing efficiency and productivity partnerships will increase efficiency and productivity, creating more jobs in rural BC and helping us get better returns for our products. My question again, Honourable Speaker, is through you to the Minister of Jobs, Trade and Technology. Why wouldn't government do everything in its power to support this initiative and to make sure that it has a seat at the table, that it seizes the power of this supercluster to tackle the most pressing challenges we face today?
Minister of Jobs, Trades and Technology.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and indeed that's exactly what the government is doing. This opportunity is a very exciting one. There are some challenges as the Sue Page puts together her team, devises a government structure. There are some issues about the ownership of IP that will come out of the research that's going to be done, the way in which the funds will be divided among the companies involved. So there are some challenges. I'm convinced that the group is definitely up to it. We are excited by the opportunities, and as the member mentions, there are huge challenges that we here in British Columbia can solve. And in fact, just today, over across the water at the tech conference, there's a group of 3,000 people meeting, talking about the opportunities presented to all regions of the province, all citizens of the province, by the promise of the digital transformation that we're undergoing. So the supercluster is part of that, and we intend to do our part in spurring that group on to success. So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.